All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to some. This is your brother Daniel. So I'm driving in my car and on my way home, stuck in a little bit of traffic, and just got to thinking. And what's coming to my mind is, and I think that's what I'm gonna title this video. Aren't you tired? As I'm driving, I'm always looking and checking my surroundings as I'm driving, and I look at people on the street. I look at people in their cars as they're driving. Sometimes I may glance over and look at somebody. And I often see the same thing. I guess this time of day as well, because I guess traffic has something to do with it. But I often just see people who just look tired. They just look tired, just fatigued, just worn out. And I just came back from Straightway, Tennessee. And it's just a total different atmosphere. And why is because the people down in Straightway, I know for a fact, that they work harder than the majority of the people I'm looking at as I'm driving. But they don't have those faces of just being worn out, just being fatigued, no joy, no peace, they just look just bad. And I started to think about what the Most High is taking me from and taking me out of this wicked religion of Christianity. It's unbiblical to its core. I started to think about, the joy that I've had, the peace that I've had, the rest that I've had. And I just thank the Most High Yah, the understanding that He's given me. Before I came this way, people used to tell me all the time, "Oh man, you're a great man of God. Oh man, your understanding is so, you know the Bible and all these things." But the minute you start applying the book and really start to get understanding and really start to have joy and peace and see the fruit of it and see the mighty works of Yah in your life as well, it's like they get mad at you. I find it hilarious, to be honest with you. But, I'm just thinking about, like I said, looking at people and how tired they look. So I begin to think, about where I know majority of these people are. And let's just be honest. I live in Indiana, okay? And you can't drive 2 or 3 miles without seeing a church, whether it be small or mega church. I know in my neighborhood alone, I can drive going east and going west less than 2 miles and 2 huge mega churches. I'm talking about not no 3,000, but I'm talking about can fit, probably 5 to 6, 7,000 people easily. So I posed the question, ain't you tired? Like, aren't you tired? Like, I look back to when I was knee deep in Christianity, and let me tell you, I was a good Christian. I wasn't just one that just called myself Christian. Forget the past with football. When I was done with football, I literally traveled the United States and spoke from different schools to churches to businesses. All over the place. But as I said before, I posed the question, aren't you tired? Like, people, do y'all realize that there is almost 3/4 of the Bible that you're not being taught? The book you say you love, the book you claim to follow, and that's a huge claim, you're not even being taught. It's amazing to me to see what's going on. When you see people hear literally the same things over and over and over and over again. Here's one common theme that had me exhausted when I was dealing with the religion of Christianity, was the fact that when I would read and study the Bible, I would always see one word. I mean, so many times. Really, two words. The word and the word do. And when I would read these words, I would always say, okay, wait a minute. Here it is again. He's telling you to keep his commands and do them. He's telling you to keep his law, guard his law, and do them. Literally, from Genesis to Revelation. The entire book. But the only thing I would ever hear is somebody come in and tell you how much he loves you. That was the gist of every single message. How much Yah loves you, or at the time in the Christian church, the Lord. How much the Lord loves you. But there's never a call for you to be holy. There's never a call for you to turn from your wicked ways. There's never a call for you to live according to his righteousness. There's never a call for you as we see written, the just shall live by his faith. There's never a call in these churches. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of the same messages? And let's just be honest. Here's the thing. Here's one thing that I know in this generation and in this country, especially in this country, that people deal with is honesty. They won't just be honest. Just be honest. Just tell the truth. Here's the truth. The truth of the matter is, you go to these churches every single week. And every single week, you hear how much he loves you. But when you look at your life, you're like, wait a minute. I'm reading, if you read, because I've said it and I've said it before, Christians do not read the Bible. They don't read it. They don't read it. They read, what is it? Devotional books written by men. They don't open the book and they don't read it. They do not read it. Because all you ever hear is how much he loves you, how much he loves you, how much he loves you. But there's never a call for you to change. Aren't you tired of it? Aren't you tired of dealing with the exact same sin? Here's what's missing. What's missing is the fact that there's no obedience. I'm telling you, that is a word that is like, it is like blasphemous in this country. I know in this country, obedience. What is wrong with obeying the creator of all things? What is wrong with doing what is written in the book you claim to love? What is wrong with that? Don't you want to experience life the way he says? Did not he says, the works that I will do, you will do also, and greater works than these you will do, because I go to the Father. Be honest with yourself. Jesus healed the sick. He raised the dead. He let the blind see, the deaf hear. He cast out demons. Be honest with yourself. Are you seeing that? When you go to these churches, every single sun worship day, S-U-N, do you see these things? He says, these signs shall follow them that believe. Aren't you tired, people? Aren't you tired? Just be honest. Do you see your life get better by your own might and your own strength, and then all of a sudden you falter back into the same stuff? I know I did for years. And like I stated before, I was a good Christian. I'm telling you what will set you free. And what will set you free is having the testimony of Yeshua HaMashiach. Being baptized in the Spirit. But guess how that comes? It's by you obeying what is written. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of the lies? Aren't you tired of the hypocrisy? Aren't you tired? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know about y'all. Maybe I am like, I don't know. Maybe I'm spaced out. I really truly believe I am. I really truly believe that I am not a part of this world. Because here's the fact. I'm not a part of this world. Hallelujah. I'm not a part of this world. I'm literally not. And it's because I obey him. And here's the thing. It can't be what you think is obedience. I told you before, oh, he's a great man of God. Oh, Daniel. Oh, he'll teach you this book. He'll do all this. Then I started doing what was in the book because I got tired. I got tired. Aren't you tired of being lied to? Aren't you tired of seeing the same exact things going on over and over and over and over again? Aren't you tired of being ripped off spiritually, mentally, physically? You go to work every single day. Aren't you tired of seeing these wicked pastors chasing filthy lucre? The same thing that I know I've been around people who complain about for years. About these pastors taking money while the rest of the people are struggling. Aren't you tired of it? Goodness. Here's what I will continue to say. Number one, I thank the Most High for taking the scales off of my eyes. And I will continue to lift him up because he said if he be lifted up, he will draw all men. So I will continue to lift him up. And how do I do that? How do I love him? How do I know him? Keep his commands. Keep his commands. Obey his law, statutes, and commands. I don't want to hear the same thing. Oh, we're not under that. I'm tired. Ain't you tired of that? But you see your life the same way. Be honest with yourself. And I'm not just talking about being poor, because that's another thing in the Christian church. And I'm talking about being poor financially, because that's another thing. It's just, once you have some money, you think you're free. That's what this wicked nation teaches you. I beg to differ. I'll tell you be in more bondage if you don't know who he is. So I'm not just talking about financially. I'm just speaking, just saying, aren't you just tired of it? Gotta be. This is true love, people. One who's willing to stand and tell you the truth. I thank the Most High that he has put me across a pastor and in a ministry that will stand and will tell you the truth no matter what nobody thinks, no matter what nobody says. And they teach men to do the same, to stand strong on Yah's word, to stand strong on it. I know one thing, one mission. Well done, my faithful servant. That's the mission. I hope that's your mission too. I really, really do. I know most of the people that follow this channel feel me on this one. However, there's a lot of people out here that need to hear it. Just start asking people. I'm not looking for you to share videos and all. I'm not. What I'm looking for you is to go ask people, aren't you tired? Just go talk to people. Aren't you tired? Next time you hear them complain about their church, complain about the nation, complain about the economy, complain about the left and the right, when it's the left wing, the right wing, it's all the same bird. Next time you hear him complain about that, next time you hear him complain about anything and just murmuring and complaining, just ask him, aren't you tired of being in bondage? Don't you want to be set free? Because here's the truth. Majority of y'all that will hear this video, guess what? Y'all know what the key is to freedom. So just start asking people. See what they say. Pray every day. Ask the Most High to use you to speak to somebody. Well, I guess I'll end the video here. It's been long. I didn't mean to make it this long. I just wanted to tell you the random thoughts that were on my mind. Shalom, shalom to you. Love you. Hallelujah.